It is Thursday, the 27th of February, 2K14. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hello there, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh boy, Kim, you came back yesterday after being out for a couple of days, and I guess you had what everybody else had, but anyway.
We'll call it that.
We'll call it that, but I'm glad you're back. Are you feeling better?
I am. I'm feeling so much better. I've got my spark back.
She's got her spark back.
I do.
You're sparking. She's sparking, okay?
Yes, I am. But I do feel so much better. Thank you for asking.
Oh, sure. Well, we care.
Well, and I'm so glad you care.
We do. Anyway, happy day.
Thank you.
It is Thursday. One more day and the weekend gets here, and oh boy, here we go.
On today's show, Wayne.
Who's on today's show, Wayne? No,
I believe you interviewed Summer Young, a young lady representing 4-H.
Yes, I did, and Summer's going to tell you about a couple of programs with the 4-H. It's very informative, and you're going to learn something here. I did when I talked to her.
Then you also discussed the Rose Banquet, which is a partnership between the Health Department and Wayne County Cooperative Extension.
That's exactly right. We talk about abstinence. This Rose Banquet event has been going on for a number of years here in Wayne County. And I think that you'll find it interesting. And I know I always learn something every time I talk to someone about the Rose Banquet. And it's going to be coming up very soon. So
and then we also have Paige on the show today, Sergeant Paige Lerner with Crime Stoppers.
All right.
And she's here talking about some recent activity in the community that she needs your help. Crime Stoppers has been around an extremely long time and been very effective in Wayne County. And she's asking for your assistance. And you mentioned when we were talking before we started filming, they can win someone can get up to $1,000 cash reward.
That's true.
If your tip leads to a felony charge.
And nobody knows who you are.
No.
It's the greatest thing in the world. That's one thing that makes Crime Stoppers so successful, and that is that you can actually win a cash award simply by knowing something.
Helping your community.
Exactly.
Solve a crime.
And if that little bit of information leads to an arrest, you could possibly receive up to $1,000 in cash, and nobody will know who you are. It's all done anonymously, and they've got a great system worked out.
That's exactly right. So stay tuned.
Yeah. You may know something about this crime that's coming up. Okie dokie, Smokey.
Is today something special?
Today is something special. Today,
yes,
is National Chili Day.
Chili as in chili we eat?
Chili as in chili we eat.
Not chili I'm cold.
No, not chili you're cold.
Okay.
It's chili you eat.
I just never know.
National Day of Action is the Peace Corps Day.
Yep.
And it's also Polar Bear Day.
That's random.
So that's kind of chilly. So if you're
Yes,
a polar bear, it's your day there, Buster. So enjoy it. Make the most of it. Yeah.
Happy day.
Happy day. Polar Bear Day. All right, it's also this day, the year was 1883. A fellow by the name of Oscar Hammerstein, not the one you're thinking of, it's the other one. Oscar Hammerstein of New York City patented the very first practical cigar rolling machine. Oh boy. If his name does sound familiar, however, it should. It's his son who became famous later on by teaming up with Richard Rodgers and creating some of the world's most famous and beloved music.
Absolutely.
Love Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Interesting fact of the day.
Indeed. His daddy is the guy that created the cigar rolling machine. 1908 it was, star number 46 was added to our U.S. flag as Oklahoma became the 46th state to join the Union. And I believe Arizona and New Mexico were the only two that came later of the 48 contiguous states. But this day, 1908, the flag received another star when Oklahoma became a state.
When you say that, I want to start breaking, I really don't, but I want to start breaking out in song in Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
I hear it in my head.
When the wind comes rolling down the plain. Yeah, that's a great song.
Yes, it is.
All right, Family Circle comic strip debuted in newspapers when Family Circle magazine complained.
About what?
They complained about the name Family Circle, the cartoon strip. This day, 1960 it was. Family Circle comic strip was in the newspapers, and Family Circle magazine complained, you can't use our name.
Okay, yeah.
So that's right. The cartoonist, whom everyone knows is Bill Keane, spelled with one L, renamed it to Family Circus.
Family Circus.
There you go. Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees signed a baseball contract worth a whopping $100,000.
Wow.
And now it's quite a bit more than that. But
I'd
back
say
in
so.
1949, he had signed, that was in 1963.
Okay.
14 years earlier, in 49, he signed his first contract for $1,100 a year.
Wow.
In April of '53, he was credited with hitting the longest home run ever. The longest. He, batting left-handed at the Griffith Stadium in Washington, D.C., he hit the 460-foot sign with the ball going an estimated 565 feet, and that record still holds, as I recall.
My goodness.
All right.
Who would have known?
Who would have known?
There you go. Well, how about we go on to our interviews and see what's happening in the community.
Here we go. Today we're talking with Summer Young, and Summer with the 4-H office here in Goldsboro, in Wayne County. You are the 4-H program assistant, is that right?
Yes, sir.
What in the world does that mean? What do you do?
I work with youth ages 5 to 18.
Okay.
Throughout the year we plan different events such as presentations, public speaking, talent shows, favorite food shows, our summer camps.
Oh, favorite food. Oh boy, that's right down my alley.
We usually have a good turnout for that. It's a fun night.
All right. So how long have you been with the 4-H?
Well, actually I've been with 4-H for about 27 years.
What?
I grew up in the program. I started 4-H when I was 5.
Okay.
And I grew up through the program through 18, and I started working with 4-H. So I've been working with 4-H for 15 years. This year will be 15 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, congratulations.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
thank you.
You must really enjoy it.
I do. It's a really good program.
Okay, well, speaking of programs, tell me about some of the things that's going on with 4-H.
Well, recently, just on the 20th, we had our 4-H Super Bowl, S-O-U-P-E-R, our Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
S-O-U-P-E-R.
What the 4-Hers did was they brought in soup, and we took the soup and we put it into 64-ounce containers, and we froze that to donate to the soup kitchen. And what we had left, everybody got to walk around and eat some soup. So, and while they were there, they decorated their tables, whatever theme they wanted, and everybody got one vote, and they voted on the table, and the table that won their decoration won the 4-H Super Bowl trophy.
Oh,
that was our 4th year doing it, and we've had good turnout. So we've got about 10 gallons of soup.
How many? You have any idea how many participants you have in 4-H here in Wayne County?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, wow.
Well, right off the top of my head, if you include everything that 4-H has to offer, because we have School of Richmond that goes into the schools, we have our 4-H prevention program, 21st Century, our traditional program, it goes on and on. We have lots to offer.
Oh, I know you do.
I mean, we're reaching into thousands of youth.
Whoa, okay, that's great.
So, because we're in the schools and everything.
So 4-H, a child can, or a young adult can be a part of 4-H from what age to what age?
5 to 18.
And do they have to be in a certain area, a neighborhood, a school district, or what?
No, sir. Anybody in Wayne County can participate, and we also have an out-of-county policy. If you're in another county and want to participate in Wayne County, you have to sign a form. You can participate as a Wayne County 4-Her.
How generous. That's nice. Very nice. So what does it cost to become a member of the 4-H?
It doesn't cost anything
to
be.
You mean it's free?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So some of the clubs, traditional clubs we have in the program, they may have some club fees that they have here and there to help supplies for their club. But other than that, it doesn't cost anything to join.
All right. So what are some of the programs you're working on right now?
Well, coming up, we will have our 4-H Entertains, which is our talent show, coming up March 20th. And that's exactly what it is. It's a talent show. You can limit your act to 3 minutes. You can sing, dance, play music. We've even had an artist get there and draw a picture into 3 minutes.
Wow.
We have group skits. So, I mean, we have a variety of things going on with our 4-H
So if your talent is kicking a can, then that's, you can come do that.
Yes, sir. Kick a can.
Hula hooping.
I heard there used to be a game back in the old days.
Back in the old days. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about that back in the old days.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
And also coming up on March 29th is our District Activity Day. That's our day.
That was very funny, by the way.
That's our District Activity Day. It's in Duplin County. It's for our 4-Hers who participate in our county level presentations. Yeah. So they have to give an illustrated talk, and they use posters and visual aids. They participate at our county level, and then they advance to our district level. So it's actually in Duplin County. Okay. If they win at district, they go on to state. So that's coming up on March 29th.
Like Kenansville or?
Yes, sir. Okay. It's going to be at James Brunt.
Okay, good.
And then March 31st, we have a traffic poster contest. So they do any kind of poster on any kind of traffic safety, and they turn that into.
Okay.
So, and then also coming up in March, we will have our Roto Raptors
Oh, I love these guys.
The first robotics team. We have a 4-H Roto Raptors team 3737. They'll be going to the competition in Raleigh, March 13th through the 15th at the Dorton Arena.
And we've done a program about the Raptors on the show here, and I'll tell you what, you want to see some impressive young people. These people are so sharp and so smart. They built from scratch.
Yes, sir.
A robotic thing that it does tricks. It doesn't fetch a ball, but it just about does.
Each year the game changes. One year they had to throw frisbees, and another year they had to shoot basketballs, and they had to bounce on a teeter-totter. And so each year the game changes. That they learn the game, and then they have to build the robot to be able to play the game.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So they actually build the robot according to whatever they're told to build it to do.
Yes, sir. They have 6 weeks to do it.
6 weeks.
So,
6 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
So, but the competition is March 13th through the 15th at the Dorton Arena in Raleigh.
That's good. All right. What
So
else we got? Anything else we got?
Well, we can't forget our show and sale coming up April 23rd and 24th.
Junior Livestock Show
Yes,
and sale?
sir. The Junior Livestock Show and sale.
I thought we just did that last year.
Me too.
I know.
It happens quick.
It comes quickly.
So it's that time again of the year.
right,
So come by and check us out. All the shows will be on Thursday this year. They'll start at 9 with the Goat Show.
Now that's exciting. You want to see you want to have a good time, check out the Junior Livestock Show and Sale at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds, because it really is a show. These young people work so hard, and they take this so serious, and it's very serious.
Yes, sir.
It's very serious because many of them go into the livestock industry.
They do.
Or become
agriculture-related somehow.
Agriculture-related somehow, yeah. And it's a great show.
Yes, sir. And in April, we have our public speaking, which is always important. Everybody needs to know how to do public speaking. So we'll have our public speaking contest for ages 5 to 18.
I get scared of public speaking.
Me too.
I get so nervous. Yeah.
So, and then we also...
Wait a minute. It's when?
Sorry.
When is it?
Oh, it is in April. It is April... Let me look at my notes.
Checking her notes here.
April 10th.
Okay. April 10th.
April 10th at 7 at the Wayne Center.
Okay.
So, and then also, we can't forget our summer camps. We're going to get ready to start planning our 4-H summer camps. So you have to look for the brochure in May and get signed up early, because some of them fill up quick.
You are a busy person.
Busy, busy.
Busy, busy. And there's a lot of stuff going on with the 4-H. So how does someone contact you to find out about 4-H, or how do they become part of 4-H? Do you ever use volunteers and need volunteers?
Oh, yes, sir. 4-H is actually, it's a youth development organization ran by 4-H volunteers. To reach youth ages 5 to 18 through hands-on learning experiences. So we're all the time looking for volunteers. Yes,
what kind of experience would a volunteer have to become a volunteer for the 4-H?
A volunteer actually doesn't have to have experience. We'll do trainings. You have to have interest in youth and doing activities with them and working with youth. So, but if you'll come in, we'll train you and give you information on what you need, and we're there to help you all along the way.
Okay, so what's your telephone number?
919-731-1527.
Okay, let me see if I can remember that. 731-1527.
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay. I'm taking a memory course. 919-731-1527.
Yes, sir.
All right. Summer, thank you so much for being with us today. Summer Young with the 4-H program here in Goldsboro, Wayne County. BYERS of the 4-H here in Wayne County. How long have you been with the 4-H, Barbara?
25 years.
Really? Now, actually, that falls under the umbrella of the Cooperative Extension Service. Is that right?
It does.
Okay. All right. So what do you do with the 4-H?
I'm a certified substance abuse prevention specialist, so I train children how to say no to risky behaviors.
Okay. So that means you are a CSAPS.
That's it.
Is that what that means?
That's what that means.
Okay. All right. All right. I just threw that up on the screen because I had no idea what it meant. Okay. Okay, so what do you do with the 4-H in the area of substance abuse prevention? And who's your target? I presume kids, youngsters.
Children, yes. I meet with students from Greenwood on Mondays and Wednesdays, and we're working on a program called Storytelling for Empowerment to teach them how to say no.
Right.
And then I work at Brogden Primary with 3rd and 4th graders on Tuesdays, and Spring Creek with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders on Thursdays.
Now, We want to talk today about this. Is that right?
Yes, sir,
All
please.
right. We want to talk about the Rose Banquet. The Rose Banquet originally scheduled for February 20th, I believe.
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, first of all, give me a little background on the Rose Banquet. What is that?
It's an abstinence banquet that started with the Wayne Council on Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention about 15 years ago.
Okay.
So we meet once a year. We serve dinner from Longhorn this year for a $6 cost. We'll have a skit called The Rose, which has a message. We'll see a PowerPoint about why abstinence is important.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have an essay winner from the health department from last year will come, and we'll have some entertainment and just have a good time.
I believe, now I may be mistaken about this, but I believe this is a program that was inspired or started or supported by the late James Rusin.
Yes, from the health department.
From the health department, who passed away a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this program has grown exponentially over the years.
Mm-hmm.
The participation is fantastic. So I'm surprised at the amount of participation you get with this. They're writing essays. They're coming to the event.
Right.
Are children taking this? Children, are young adults taking this seriously?
Hopefully so. You know, it's kind of like when kids tell me, "Well, everybody's taking drugs or smoking marijuana." No, they're not. So, by the same token, we're looking to support those children who are not.
You're supporting the children who are not. Mm-hmm. Those children who are experimenting with drugs or whatever. That's a problem that that's a little more difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
Or it's as difficult.
Yes.
And that has to be handled almost full time. Whereas this, you can focus on individual children.
Right.
Young adults.
And we do. We ask them to sign a pledge, to wait until they're married, to have sex, because they're worth waiting for.
And they're going for this. Children are going for this. What's the age group?
We do middle school and up. Our biggest crowd is middle school. Church groups will come. Mm-hmm. Families will come. Because it's a great springboard for mom and dad to have a conversation about why it's important to wait, to respect yourself and your future spouse.
Adults do have problems, for some reason, talking to their children about this particular topic.
That's right.
Parents are shy about this when they really shouldn't be. They could be shy about anything but this, don't you? What do you think?
No, I agree, and sometimes you think, oh, my child wouldn't be doing that, but you just never know. So it's better to have the conversation and not need it than to have had the conversation and not.
What about those people, however, those who are against the program, who say, no, I don't want you to tell my children about this. I don't want you to tell my children about sex. That's my job. I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Of course, half the time they don't get around to that either. But what do you say to your critics about the program? Or do you have critics?
Well, so far I haven't had a lot. I do have some people who say to us, well, it's a great opportunity to pass out condoms, and that's not our message. Our message is to wait until you're married, till you meet that special someone you're going to hopefully spend the rest of your life with. And so that's not part of our message. And it's very well received. We do evaluations each year, and they're very positive in their comments about, thank you for putting this out. And like I said, it's a great springboard to have a conversation with your child. Yes. Or
well, it seems that it would be a great place for a child to kind of get the start, mm-hmm. to where perhaps the young adult could go and sit down with a parent and say, Mom, Dad, this is what I learned today.
Right. That's exactly right.
All right. Yeah.
Because part of it is practicing to say no. so that if they're in that situation, same thing for drugs, that they have a stock answer. No thanks, I'm waiting till I'm married. So the more parents practice that roles, like a role play with their child, the better they'll be able to say no when the time comes.
Well, I'll tell you, once upon a time, many, many years ago, back in the previous century, I was a sixth grader as well. And,
I was right behind you.
let me tell you, sixth graders now are a lot smarter than I was then.
Yes, they are.
They know what's going on in the world.
They do.
Fourth, fifth, and sixth graders, they're very much aware of just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Have you received a response from young adults who have gone through this? And
we
have they come back to you?
They have. In fact, we had a young lady who spoke last year who had been the year before and came and asked us, could she speak? She sort of gave her testimony, and then she talked about our pledge cards. So we asked them to sign a pledge, take it home, put it up on their mirror so they see it every day, or stick it in their wallet. We've had young people come back and tell us, I still have my pledge card in my wallet.
So this does work. Believe it or not, this works. Young adults, fifth, sixth graders, are a lot smarter than you think they are. Don't count them out. Don't count them out at all, because they can learn from this, and they do learn from this. So the Rose Banquet is now scheduled for when?
March 11th.
March 11th. That's
6:30.
That's in March.
That is in March. It's on a Tuesday.
See? I read the calendar. See?
It's coming up.
That's a Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, Tuesday, March 11th. And what time does it start, and where's it going to be?
6:30 will be at the Wayne Center, 208 West Chestnut Street.
All right, that's the Wayne Center, corner of George and Chestnut.
Yes, it is.
All right, and it starts at what time?
6:30.
6:30, corner of George Chestnut, March 11th.
You have to sign up beforehand.
How do you do that?
919-731-1525.
All right, is that number up there? There it is, right there.
There. Good job.
731-1525, 919-731-1525. Can you go to wayneteens.com and get information?
Yes, you can.
wayneteens.com, 919-731-1525. Our guest has been Barbara Byers, CSAPS, EIO. There you go.
Thank you, Wade.
Barbara. Always great to see you.
Joining me today is Sergeant Paige Leonard. She is the coordinator from Crime Stoppers Wayne County. She's here to give us some details on how you can help us solve this week's Crime of the Week. Welcome back to the show, Paige.
Thank you.
Can you give us some details on this week's current activity?
Yes, ma'am. On the 24th of February at about 9:45 p.m. we actually had officers respond to the 100 block of South Harding Drive here in Goldsboro in reference to a subject that's been shot. When the officers arrived, they did find an individual that had been shot, and that was actually a 29-year-old Demetrius Carnegie. At the same time, that subject said he was robbed, and his car was stolen in a robbery. As the officers were arriving on the scene, they actually caught that car speeding away, which was with the victim's car, and were able to catch up with it after a short, brief chase. They were able to arrest one individual, which is a subject by the name of DeMar Worrell. They took that person into custody, who had also had a gunshot wound. And then the driver of the vehicle, which was actually the victim's vehicle they'd just stolen, fled on foot. Unfortunately, we did not get the driver, and so today I'm asking for anybody with any information about the driver of the vehicle, which is also the second suspect in this case that robbed our victim, to come forward and help us.
So can you tell us once again the date and the time that it happened and the general location? That way if people were in that area and saw something, they can report to you all.
Right. It was on February 24th. It was about 9:45 p.m. It was in the 100 block, roughly, of South Harding Drive, which is actually 105 Harding Drive, which is some trailers there in that area. And again, you know, maybe somebody was traveling the roads, and maybe what they did see was something unusual, or a lot of times a short police pursuit will draw people's attention.
Absolutely.
So if anybody was up, they noticed anything unusual the next day, or they saw anything unusual that night, we would definitely want to hear from them.
And how's the best way for them to get in touch with you, Paige?
They can reach me on the Crime Stoppers line, which is the 735-2255, or if they're more comfortable with texting me, that's at the 222-4230. It all comes to the same phone, and I always remind people I'm the only one that answers it. It is blocked. I can't see their name or their number, and then when they text, it's also blocked. Cannot see their personal information, so I would absolutely love for them to give me a call.
In this particular situation, would the community be eligible for a cash award?
Right. This case that's involved is definitely a felony, and that would make them eligible. So if their information is what leads to a felony arrest, they are definitely eligible for a cash award, and rewards are up to $1,000.
Well, you know, Paige, you're given the information, you're asking the community to help. Once again, this is Crime Stoppers. We're asking you to give us a call, text, whichever you are the most comfortable with, and if your information leads to a felony arrest, you are eligible for a cash award up to $1,000.
Right.
So Paige, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for
we
having me.
appreciate you sharing this information with us. Crime Stoppers has been around for many years, and it's been a huge successful program, and we want to keep it that way. So do your part and give Crime Stoppers a call if you have any detailed information.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and this is what's happening this week with Crime Stoppers. And we're back.
We are back. And see, I told you that's some good information there.
Yes, it is.
And I hope you can help. If you know something about the crime of the week, I hope you're able to help with that.
Yes, the Crime Stoppers, they do a fantastic job in our county, and it has been going strong for many, many years.
And in fact, they have won some national awards
Yes,
as well.
they have.
Recognized nationally. I want to mention a couple of birthdays here very quickly.
Okay.
Chelsea Clinton is 34 today.
Happy birthday.
Daughter of the President number 42, Billy Boy, and First Lady Hillary Rodham, Secretary of State, former. Grant Show, actor, is 52 today. He was on Melrose Place and Beverly Hills 90210 and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
And one of my favorite actors, Howard Hessman, who is kind of a mediocre actor in some things, but I love this guy as Dr. Johnny Fever in WKRP in Cincinnati. That's exactly right. He was fantastic. Yes, indeed. Fellow babies.
That's neat.
He was also in Head of the Class as well, which wasn't quite as popular, but he is 74 years today.
Well, happy birthday if it's your special day. Woohoo! And have you heard of the name Majesty?
Yes.
Majesty Rose.
Woo. Oh, do it again.
Majesty Rose. Majesty is a young lady from right here in Goldsboro. She's a local young lady who is a contestant or a finalist on the national show American Idol.
Yeah.
She has made it to the top 13.
Wow.
We'll see what happens tonight.
Is that tonight?
Tonight are the results of this week.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And guess what?
What?
The community has come together, and we're holding our very first official Majesty Rose viewing party.
When is that?
It is tonight at 7:30 at Goldsboro Family Y. Come out and join us. We're going to have a huge inflatable TV screen blown up.
Oh,
We're going to
boy.
have food and games and lots of fun activities going on.
That's great.
We'll follow Majesty every week, and as long as she stays in the competition, our viewing parties will get larger and larger at the Goldsboro Family Y. We invite everyone. It's free of charge. Come out and join us.
So we're going to do this every week?
Every week.
That's
as long as
great.
Majesty is in the competition, we're going to be
boy.
showing our support. We're waiting for American Idol to reach out to us once again and let us know, as long as Majesty stays in until she gets to top 3, when they're going to come to Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Boy. Oh, boy. Now, she has a pretty good chance, doesn't
She has a very good chance.
She has a lot of talent.
She's got a lot of talent, she has a lot of support, and we want to show her that. We want to show Majesty that Goldsboro is behind her,
Yes, indeed.
and we're supporting her, and we're voting for her, because that's what keeps her in, are these votes.
That's right.
So if you're interested, come out tonight and join us for the results at Goldsboro Family YMCA upstairs in the multi-purpose room. Like I said, food, games, and on a huge screen, huge screen, we will watch the viewing party and have our results for American Idol live tonight. Come and join us 7:30 p.m. right at the Goldsboro Family Y on Harding Drive.
Boy, that is great.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
birthday is February 29th.
Oh, her birthday is February 29th. How about that?
29th this year.
There is no February 29th this year, so it's a leap year.
So she's a
I guess she
leap year
doesn't
baby.
have a birthday this year.
Well, they
How about that?
usually don't tell anybody, but they usually celebrate on the 28th.
Exactly,
I
exactly.
guess, which is tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you, we have reached out to Garner, North Carolina, the town of Garner, and sort of learned from them how they handled all the Scotty mania, Scotty
Oh,
McCreery
yeah,
mania
yeah.
that happened in their community, and we are taking that into account, and we are creating our own Majesty Mania.
Oh boy.
That's right. So look at the City of Goldsboro's website and you'll find out more information. And very soon we're going to have MajestyMania.com.
Now, we don't
That'll
wanna
be
give-
coming
don't-
soon.
Don't want to give anything away, but I'll tell you
No.
what. You sat there a few minutes ago, and you and Barbara were talking about everything that the city is doing, what your plans are, what you'd like to do, and what you hope to do. And this is going to be a big thing.
It's going to
Really
be a big
thing.
deal. Well,
It
Majesty is representing Goldsboro and our community well, and we want to show her that we're all coming together. We've got lots of partners that have come together
Yeah.
that want to show Majesty how much we are supporting her. And one of the partners actually is in contact with her by text whenever she is able to contact and reach out. And she knows that Goldsboro is supporting her and that we're creating these viewing parties, so come join us.
That is great. Okay.
That's
All
right.
right, very quickly. The commissioners meet Monday night.
That's right. No, they don't. The city council does.
I mean
You
the
meant
city
us.
council meeting. That's
yes,
what I meant.
join us Monday night for the city council, 5 o'clock work session and 7 o'clock in council chambers. Of course, our regularly scheduled meetings.
All right, and it's the county commissioners who normally would meet tomorrow,
Tuesday.
Tuesday morning. I can't get Tuesday morning, but they're not going to be there either. They're going to be out of town at a conference, but they will meet the following Tuesday. Okay, we'll tell you more about that the closer we get to it. Okay. Oh boy, we got to go. We're out of time.
Yes, we do. We'll see you tonight. Viewing party, Majesty Mania.
And tomorrow morning we'll be right here. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.